Welcome back to our podcast today. Today's video podcast is going to be a little different. I'm going to show you some data that I've put together in an Excel spreadsheet. So instead of just listening, you might want to also look at your screen. If you are a spa business owner, then pay special attention to this. Let's start with this question. Do you know your monthly retention rate? I'm talking about customers who come back to see you from last month, not a year ago. I understand it's difficult to obtain that kind of data from your point of sale or CRM. So for this example, I'm just going to use a general retention rate. Looking at the spreadsheet, I'm using $100 as the average ticket. The baseline number of customers is 1,000 per month. Slower seasons will reflect lower numbers. The maximum capacity for the spa is 2,000 clients per month. So that means if you take it and divide by 30 or 31, it's about 66-ish clients per day. Most spas with about 10 rooms can easily achieve that. Let's assume that this spa is new. The first month, obviously there's no client coming back because it's brand spanking new. Now the second month, assume that there's still 1,000 clients that show up. The retention rate is about 30%. Let's say 1,000 of them that showed up, 30% of them are from the previous month. So that means 300 people came back. And that also means 700 people were lost. 700 people did not come back. This is how I calculate the total realistic clients lost. Take 2,000 minus the number of clients that show up this month. The first month is an exception due to new opening. In a perfect world, which the business hit a 100% customer retention along with 100% room utilization, you would be making $1.2 million on top of what you are already making for just 11 months, assuming you run this spa here with the spreadsheet numbers. Obviously, that is much harder to attain simply because there are operational and staffing issues that will get in the way. Realistically, we're not shooting for 100%. Assuming the spa has the same 50% room utilization rate and the influx of new customers stays the same. If we just increase 10%, we just get 10% more of the customers to come back. We're talking about an increase of $103,000 in yearly revenue. 20% increase? $206,000 to the yearly revenue. Not too shabby, isn't it? Keep in mind, this does not even include the upsells and product sales. This is why you need to focus on customer retention so that during slow months with low new customer count, your repeat clients will still sustain your business. You don't have to worry about spending money on SEO or ads because you have a wait list of customers that are waiting to come in to use the promotions and offers that they have purchased from you. It is just an evergreen system that will just keep generating revenue for your business. That's what we're talking about. A lot of business owners are just happy that they have repeat clients. However, most of them are members. And this is why membership is important because you can accurately predict your monthly revenue. Even if they don't come back to see you, they are still paying for it. It's a very lucrative business model. However, there's a huge stigma that is associated with membership nowadays, especially with spas. People don't like to be sold to, especially the idea of being stuck with a contract, even if it's month to month. We've all been burned by a subscription model, whether if it's Netflix, Hulu, gym membership, or of course, spa membership. The fear is that if I were to cancel, even if it's a month-to-month contract, I don't want to have to jump through hoops just to be able to cancel. I'm sure you realize by now, it is getting increasingly hard to sell memberships. Whether it's the rise of subscription models everywhere, or the stigma attached to it, or everybody that had been through your spa already aware that you have a membership, the new problem is if they are not signed up as a member, they don't have an incentive to come back to see you. As a matter of fact, it is a deterrent for them to come back to see you because they will be thinking, I'm not a member here. Why should I come back next month? There are 5 takeaways from this. Number one, a small increase of 10% customer retention will bring huge change to your business. Most service-based businesses don't have an effective customer retention strategy. Do you? Number two, you should incentivize first-time customers to come back to see you as often as possible. Strike when the iron is hot. Show up when they are checking out, when they still have the lingering feeling of how great the service was. Number three, you need to tend to every single one of your first-time customers, because first-time impression is everything. Offer them an irresistible offer on the spot. Number four, the quickest and easiest way to double your revenue is to increase the frequency of your customers coming back to see you. The goal is to ensure that every first-time customer will come back to see you 3 more times consecutively. Number five, bring me in to automate all the processes in the systems for you so you can sit back and watch your business being transformed. I talked about all these in my webinar. If you haven't watched my webinar, you need to do so today. I talked about why customer retention is the way to go versus spending money acquiring new clients. I also revealed all the steps necessary for you to take to turn your customers into loyal fans and watch your revenue explode. So that will be it for today's podcast. Thank you for tuning in today. Have a wonderful day. See you next time.